Arsenal's pre-season game against Girona may have quietly just answered one of the biggest questions surrounding Mikel Arteta's new look attack, because Tzolis didn't just play well, he showed signs of becoming something Arsenal had been missing for many years. And when you break down the performance, one tactical detail stands out above everything else. And listen, that's the exact reason why Mikel Arteta is going to create a demon in Tzolis. Now, as a neutral, that game was very fun to watch. But as a rival fan, guys, I'm telling you, we should all be scared because Arteta has got it spot on with how he's using Tzolis. You guys saw the game today. One of the biggest things that we knew Arsenal had to do with Tzolis was create runners around him, create movement around him. Habits today, Califury today, overlapping runs. They were brilliant, and this is exactly what Tzolis needs to succeed. Because we have said it before, he's so good at creating separation for himself to get either a crossover or a shot. And you saw the goal today. Carries the ball. All of a sudden, that quick little burst of pace, that explosiveness, creates separation, and his shooting mechanics are honestly second to none. I know the goal probably took a slight deflection of Kai Havertz, but that was brilliant work by the Greek winger. Now, another positive about Tzolis today was his combination with Gyökeres, which I said was going to be very important. Like I said before, Tzolis is very good at creating separation to get that delivery. We saw it a couple of times, and you could argue Kai Havertz probably benefited from it more. But we also saw a couple of times where Arsenal tried playing that intricate football, which Tzolis can, by the way. I don't know why people thought it was technically bad. You saw him try and look for Gyökeres. It didn't come off today in terms of the finish by Gyökeres. Probably Tzolis could have gone for goal in the angle that he had, but it was still a very positive in terms of the small glimpses, the half an hour that we did see of them two on the pitch together. Now, another positive regarding Tzolis today was his carrying of the ball. He carried the ball a total of 17 times, which is good, but 5 of them were progressive carries, which is something I always look forward to in my wingers. He had a carrying distance of 185 meters, which is very positive. And this is obviously going to be very useful in terms of just helping Arsenal get the ball a bit quicker forward down the left-hand side. Now, let's talk a bit more generally about the rest of the game, because there were a lot of positives here if you're an Arsenal fan. The first of them being, how is that Arsenal's first pre-season game? Because they looked incredibly fit. Some of these players even got 50 to 60 minutes, which absolutely surprised me. Listen, Arteta, Arsenal, they've clearly been training, and whatever they've been doing, I always say it's clearly working because they're Premier League champions, but they looked really fit today. And I can't talk about today without mentioning a certain Max Dowman, because listen, guys, I don't think the Premier League's fully ready for what we're seeing with Max Dowman this year. Because you saw today, the way he was using his body, even for that first assist for Kai Havertz, the way he kind of shrugs off his guy, gets the pass off, sensational work. Now listen, there's no doubts about his technical qualities. You could argue he's probably the most technically gifted teenager in this country, and no one's gonna beat you up for saying that because it's probably true. But the physicality of the game is probably the thing that we're looking forward to seeing how Max develops, especially being so young over the next coming years. But today you can clearly see he's been working a lot on his upper body strength because it clearly came to fruition today. Brilliant game by Max Dowman. Got himself a goal as well, which, by the way, I don't think people realised how good that finish was. It barely came off the ground. Beautiful finish. And listen, he looked sensational. Now, there were a couple other positives for Arsenal today. The first of them being, I think, the youngsters did very well when they came on. Marley Salmon, we know he's a big talent. And this guy is potentially England's future centre-back in the future if he continues to develop at a good rate. Looked very assured today, which is something that I liked. Also, the only slight disappointment might be Ethan Nwaneri. Slightly disappointed today when I watched him. We probably wanted a bit more intensity to his game, and I'm hoping that will change in the coming weeks because, listen, he has all the capabilities to be a top Premier League player. Just needs to show it. But all in all, very good performance from Arsenal. Arteta is clearly going to be very happy with the level of performance and fitness levels from the squad. But I also realised in the previous bit, I didn't give a shout out to one player, and that was Ibrahim from Arsenal. Came on, looked very assured in the midfield, and to be honest, I've not really heard much about him. I don't think he's as highly rated as other youngsters within the Arsenal setup. But listen, you have to give credit where credit is due. He looks very assured. Like I said before, good victory for Arsenal. Fitness levels high. A rival fan should be scared. Tzolis looks excellent. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel.